Hello YouTube, monitored our vise on here. We did take a couple pictures of how much we had to grind off back here. And down here there's a lip on this aluminum. And we had to cut it off. You could tell by looking at the table, if I took the vise off, that it's gone. But it's not a bad butcher job. But no, there's a ridge back in here. You can feel with your finger. I had to take that off, kind of like on a, excuse me, like a fender. I took a fix that washer in there. I don't think you can see it with, yeah, you can see it. I took a picture of it. It kept trying to pull it in. When it pulled it in, it tilted the device like this. It's not perfectly level. It leans out some, but it'll work. It's exactly on the corners I get. I had to take the rod out of here, okay? I cut the end off. And also I had to take that washer off that tightens up. And I could not put the washer on tight the bolt clamp in it because it was interfering with this. So I had to get, because this is about the bottom of it. This table is thick. It's all 3/4 thick. It's not wimpy. So the washer's kind of tucked up in here to where this curves. And I should have ground some of the washer off. It might have let it, you know, maybe set in a little more. But that really wasn't the problem. It's when it pulled down here, it was trying to pull it this way as it tightened up. But that's not completely flat. I'll get down here and show you. But it'll work. If I ever paint this thing again, I'm going to hand paint it. I am not taking this part to paint it. I will paint it by hand. Oh, we got a fan. That had a little clamp on it. If you see them in the stores, there's a clamp with the springs in there. Well, that all broke and cracked. And it was starting to crack. Well, when I had it in the other shelter area, I just had a screw up there holding it. Then I bumped it and it cracked. I just cut it down, put bolts in it. There's a bolt in the back. See it? And right about where that bolt is, there's like plastic, you know, molded to where it's thick as this, so it would set more level. This fan would not run on low hardly. Now I oiled it before I used it, and I had a little bit of dust and grit in the front shaft. I didn't feel like taking the back apart again, but I saved it using this oil, which I always promote. I should be a salesman. This is about the 3rd or 4th plastic fan I've saved with this. Get up here and turn this thing on high once. Bear with me. That's plenty of air. And you can pivot this. It's got a little click thing and you can go. Did you hear that? So that's nice, and it stays there. Well, I don't have enough power probably to move on its own. That's just a cheap white fan from a dollar store, and I painted it black. You know, I'm still white. And the grill was some leftover aluminum cast paint. Whatever brand they sell, like O'Reilly's, where you paint your engine or intake manifold. So it's called aluminum cast, so I don't know the brand of it. So I can't even tell you whether it's duplicate color or what it is. I don't even have the can anymore, but I have to find a little sticker or something to put on there. Okay, we got that. This mount's real easy because this has a plastic. See how big it is? This is a plastic thing that you flip, and then you get it to where you want, and then that starts going to threads. I know what you mean. You pull it out so you can adjust it. So you're not screwing on the threads all day long. But that just fit on here. See that? There's a little bit of play. Not quite a half inch. That just fit on the table. This barely fits when I had to grade it. I mean, I had to take quite a bit off because as white as that is, But there you go. Just a short video. Thanks for watching. We're slowly getting everything together here. My thermometer. It was chilly out in here, like 65 degrees. I put the heater on for a little bit. And it's been like, what, 75 in here all day? Something like that. You can see where 70 is. And it's below 80, 75, 76. This thermometer is accurate with my mercury thermometer, believe it or not. And this is for your barbecue where you stick it in your meat. Slow down, maybe it'll focus. Nice place to put the level there, I guess, for now, so I know where it is. But I did put some Sharpie marker on that. The other day, if you watch, you can almost see it. I did put some black Sharpie marker on it because that would shine like a mirror and it would shoot right at my eyeball. There is prongs on here. Look up in here. I'll take a picture of it and look at it real close. There's little prongs on here you could flatten and change where this will pivot different. So look for a picture of that. And we're out of here. Always look at the pictures on the end. There'll be something I might not have talked about. Bonus clip, I found my Klein 6-inch crescent wrench. Yeehaw, yeehaw. It was just buried in my pile of junk over on the desk. You can't work without this thing. You can't, because you're running the toolbox looking for little wrenches that you just don't need to have laying here. That's why you have a small crescent wrench for little bolts and nuts. Here we go. Oh, I use this for tightening the vise up instead of that bar, because it's tapered and you're going between the legs of the table and everything, so that worked good too. We're out of here. We're gone.